Come on, think. Think! I need something.
Who are you talking to?
Ryder! Shit! You shouldn't sneak up on someone like that. I'm just talking to myself. Don't tell me you never do that.
You seem stressed.
No kidding. I'm not built for this kind of homesteading. Don't like people knowing where I am, where my stuff is. Ugh!
What's your usual solution?
Usually, I cut bait. Scram, strike out on my own. When I felt like this back home, I'd look for a zero-G chamber, or at least an isolation tank. Someplace to just drift away. I could really use that now.
If I may, gravity can be overridden in the escape pod. You can create a zero-G chamber.
Of course! Sam, you're a genius. It's easy. It'll make a huge difference, Ryder. You'll see. You know, there's room for two.
That's all I need to hear.
And this should do it. Close your eyes. Relax. Let yourself go. Oh, this hits the spot. Ryder,
Yeah.
there's something else that would relax me.
What's that?
That's the spirit. Wanna fool around? Doesn't matter if you have something else going on. I can be utterly discreet. Just fun. Two people blowing off steam. No strings attached. Only if there's no strings.
That'll be fun.
Okay then. Say no more.
Oh, you mean now? Here?
You do know what say no more means, right? Huh.
Whoa.
Huh. Oh, we're floating right into the,
Ouch. Who cares?
Ow!
Ow.
No strings. Right, Ryder?
No strings.
Well, that's an awkward way to start a video. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Unthought Game Channel. I'm AJ Gals. I just love watching Pac just kind of sit there, just kind of do. Makes you laugh. Let's go find Cora. There's a. I'm trying to think here. Where is she? Somewhere. And down the ladder. She's not in the bio lab. She's probably in the hangar. There she is.
Ryder?
Really? I thought there was a... Let's see
Did
if...
you come out here?
I had my fun. Sorry, huntresses. Figure things out. But I was there for soldiering, not romance.
You're not technically military anymore.
Can't get anything past you, can I?
Yeah, there's a funny scene with that between, and maybe not a scene, it's just a line. I just love the. She just kind of sits there, looks at Ryder, and goes, "PB, really?" But I guess you have to wait some time. Oh well, let's figure out what we want to do here. But we could go to Kandara, but there is something on Aya that I do want to go pick up. There we go. We're gonna go to Aya, pick up that plant for Suvi. haven't talked to Suvi or Callow in a while. Let's
Cat
chat with them.
genetics defies everything we know. They're bits of different species, and yet all cat. It's bizarre, horrifying, fascinating, all at once.
Just think, while you're poking around in their genetics, they're probably doing the same with ours.
Huh. Wonderful. That's me never sleeping again.
I should get back to things.
Sounds good.
Email while we're here. Alrighty then. That's an odd email to send, but whatever floats your boat.
Connell and Serena spent months getting our systems coordinated. You can't just strip and redesign those connections on the fly. Gil? I know you can hear me.
The whole ship can hear you. I'm just not listening.
You're fighting again?
I'm thinking the same, believe me.
I love the back and forth between Callow and Gil. Makes me chuckle.
Fold orbit is steady. Tracking a remnant architect.
There we go. Back out of there. Back out. Let's head over to Aya. Then we'll head over to Kadara. Pick up that thing on Spender. And then we will end things over on the new planet Elbadon. That's the sort of our plan for this video. Presuming that nothing else, kind of happens and throws me off that plan. But yeah, you watch this show. If you watch this channel, you know that I'm fairly scatterbrained. Then I'll I'll start trying to do one thing and then end up doing something totally different. Let's go find this plant for Suvi.
Your credits are as good as anyone else's. Don't start any trouble and we're fine.
I'll be the poster child for no trouble.
Whatever that means, it'll do.
And oh, cool. And check real quick though. See the repository of history. I thought I had something to collect over there, but the marker's not showing up on my map.
Hello, Pathfinder. Any good news for me?
I'll come.
Stop.
Apparently not. Alright. Well then, there seems to be some other stuff to collect here. Sorry about these frame rate drops, guys. I don't know what the hell's up with that. I don't know. It's probably just the game. Don't think it's my system or anything. Oh, I do. I need to upgrade. I've been thinking that for a while.
Ambassador Riala appears to be settling nicely at your office.
Arbiter Renner have told me to expect you. I prepared a datapad detailing our laws. Read it fully.
Yeah, I need to... Let me see here.
Ambassador, I trust our people had a smooth transition to Aya.
The Angara have been gracious. Everything's going well.
Good. Keep me updated. 10 out.
I've never lied to a director before.
Pathfinder, it's a pleasure. I'm Ambassador Riala, Chief Diplomat for the Initiative on Aya. I was removed from Cryo specifically for this. Quite the wake-up call.
I assume you're trained for first contact diplomacy.
I'm a social anthropologist with a linguistics background. Close enough for Director Tan. I hear you're to thank for our new ties with Aya. This is our best shot at an alliance. Now we just need to keep our people from wrecking it, no matter how hard they try.
If something's wrong, I need to know.
Maybe you can help me fix it. A Solarian botanist named Sorvis Len is here, learning how to improve our crops. He sent an urgent comm, saying a member of the Angaran resistance had threatened him.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Sorvis is an excellent scientist, but not the best communicator. I'm concerned this could escalate if someone doesn't look into it, but I don't have the staff to spare.
I can go settle things. I'm a friendly face for both sides.
That would be helpful. With any luck, we can prevent this from getting worse.
Alright.
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
Yeah, like I was saying though, I'm looking to upgrade my consoles and everything. You know, I'm looking at getting a One X, and I'm also looking at upgrading to a PS4 Pro. It all comes down to finances. You know, just because I'm already going to be spending a lot for the rest of this year on games. I mean, I'm already behind, man, because I still plan on playing Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Just you know, just need to scrounge up the cash for it. I know it's like $30 too, and hell, I'm still planning on playing Yakuza Kiwami and Madden when it comes out.
Ease off. I'm here to help. You reported that someone in the Resistance threatened you. Tell me exactly what happened.
I didn't know Riala was sending the Pathfinder. I deserve no less, of course.
Asshole.
I was measuring the photonic dispersal from the canopies when some random brute interrupted me. I asked him to move, and he got nasty. Said it was my fault his friend was dead. Ridiculous.
That's a weird thing to say. How did he threaten you?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it was the big gun he was carrying? He got right up in my face and compared me to a cat. He wanted to kill me. I could see it in his eyes. The whole conversation made no sense. I think he was inebriated.
Yeah, don't be an asshole.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but dial it down. We're guests here.
Exactly. We shouldn't have to put up with this.
Oh, God.
When he left, I tagged him with infrared dye from my sample kit. Invisible to the naked eye, but not to a scanner.
I'll scan people around the Resistance headquarters. See if I find him.
You're supposed to represent our interests on Aya. Go, represent. I have work to do.
Where's the button to punch him in the face? But yeah, like I was saying, just it's I got a lot of purchases to make this half of the year, and I don't know. Hopefully, I'll get a chance to run some upgrades. Yeah. I'd also like to beef up my computer, but that's also a one of those things that if I get a chance, I'll do it.
Sam, what's this?
The decontamination console for visitors to the med center. Touch the start pad to use it.
No entering the med center until you're clean.
How do I decontaminate?
Ion console. Touch the start pad, it does the rest.
Sam, is this thing safe?
Yes. The slight ringing in your ears is nothing to worry about.
Very reassuring.
Right. Guess in here is not the correct answer.
I detect the infrared dye Sorvis Len used to mark the person who threatened him.
I could use a workout.
I know why you're here. The botanist. You want an apology for what I said to him.
I only have one side of the story. Tell me yours.
It's hard to explain.
Try me.
Aya isn't big enough to give everyone a home. We each live here a short time and then move on. For someone to come, another must go. The exchanges are chosen at random. We call this arrangement the Vassal. Time of change. It worked well. Until now.
The Vassal never accounted for outsiders living on Aya.
There's only so much room. When our leaders agreed to make a place for your people here, it came with a cost. My friend won a place on Aya, but he sold that slot so one of you could stay here instead.
Sold it how? What did he get?
Comforts for his family, resources to improve their home on Haval. He always put others before himself. That's how he died, fighting Ket on Vold. When I found out, I was angry. Said things to your botanist I shouldn't have, but I'd never hurt your people.
He thinks you want him dead. Tell him what you just told me, and let's move on.
Thought I was clear the first time. Maybe his translator malfunctioned.
I'll talk to our ambassador. See if we can minimize our impact on your Vassal.
We don't expect things to be easy. Only that you understand, nothing is free for us.
I understand that. That's very... this game has a lot of like really small stories that I think would have been more interesting as larger quests. And at the same time, I guess, how do you make that a larger quest? I don't know. I guess this is just me kind of theorizing, but it's a very interesting kind of take on this. By kind of pulling these people in, we kind of displace others, and it's all kind of the give and take of First Contact. But I don't know. Like I said, I think it would be interesting, a lot more interesting, if this wasn't like delegated off to like a small little ignorable side quest.
Any news on what happened to Sorvis Len?
Do you know about the Vassal? The Angaran lottery that decides who gets to live on Aya?
I've heard of it. Why?
Angar are selling their slots to come here, so our people can stay in their place. Including a member of the Angaran resistance. He was killed on Vold. Wouldn't have happened if he'd been here.
No one told me of this arrangement. Oh, we have to do something.
We could let Angar who give up their slots live on the Nexus. It's safer than Vold.
Exactly what I was thinking. No one should suffer on our behalf. Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll forward your proposal to Director 10 immediately.
Yeah, that way it'll...
That's all for now.
I'm here if you need anything.
That way, if, we can also kind of further the whole kind of cultural... what's the term? Cultural exchange. There we go. Alright. Now to Kadara. Spent way more time here than I meant to. Whee! Jeez. I think I'm gonna get dinner after this video. Probably make myself some fried chicken, mashed potatoes. That sounds really good right now. I do that so often. I'm just sitting here going, you know what? I think I'm gonna eat after this. Oh, and then I just theorize, what do I want?
Oh, Gil wanted you to check in.
See what Gil wants. If it's not clear, I have about 3 thoughts, and that's sleep, food, video games. That's about it. Maybe that explains why I don't have a girlfriend anymore. Nah, there are also other explanations on that. Oh well.
Pathfinder, the trap you set in the cargo bay.
Gil, here's that Ket transponder. The spy used it to get his orders.
What do we need from it?
The location it points to should give us a fix on the Archon's ship.
Right.
It's not like there's much riding on this. Just our best chance to find Meridian.
Pressure. I like that. Luckily, no matter where you go in the universe, physics still applies. Only so many ways of communicating across space. There. Give it a shot.
Did you connect the...
Shit, turn it off. Careful. That is a direct line to people who want to murder everyone on this ship.
Sam?
I have the coordinates. The signal points to the Tafino system.
We sure we want to do this?
I don't know. Sometimes I think we're in over our head.
Sometimes?
Here's our chance to find out.
Did I hear right? You're going after the Archon ship?
Looks like it.
Last time we crossed his path, you nearly broke my baby here. Now, tell me you have a better plan of escape this go around.
We'll be winging it, as usual.
I'll get my tools. Just... stay out of the skirt, huh?
Out with it already. What's the deal with you and Callow? Anything I should be concerned about?
Twist my arm, why don't you? It's contrasting styles more than anything. He's a blueprint guy. I'm gears and guts. Got ink on his digits, not grease up to his elbows. If you didn't have me to balance him out, you might be in trouble. Heck, maybe that goes both ways.
Yeah, at least he sees that, you know, sees the...
Anytime.
That's, you know, kind of... They kind of balance each other out.
Hey, Ryder. What's the story?
Okay, so that's what he wanted to talk to me about, was about that transponder. Okay, well, we'll take care of that sometime, and we'll do that an email from PB also sometime. But for now, it's like I said, we're gonna keep going after Spender. I've been meaning to do that for a little bit, but oh well. Yeah, we'll check our email later. My dad's watching MASH. Interesting.
Wasn't Kevorkian some Krogan hero?
Hero? More like a lucky idiot.
Maybe they named the system after him because of the nebula. That bit there looks like a Krogan.
I don't know. I see it.
That's cute. Alright, let's land.
Now orbiting Gadara.
into the slums. We'll bring Jaw. Who else? I don't think I've traveled with Vetra for a while. Now that I think about it, I should invest in some skill points. I have a bunch of those sitting around. Shit. Really hate it when my chairs do that and those loud pops. I guess that's what I get for sitting on a cheap Aeron desk chair. God, this is one thing I can't wait about to get back to my apartment. My chair at home's all padded. Let's see here. Cryo ammo. Oh, definitely, definitely flamethrower. Let's see here. Boost flamethrower. More damage over time. Radius. I gotta go damage. I want longer reach, but damage I think is a better thing to take. And I'll save what I have. Let's see. Oh, wow, they have quite a few points. And again, it's always damage. Damage. What's our buddy Drac got for us? Krogan Warrior. Ooh. Again, I gotta go weapon damage over power damage on Drac. All right, there we go. Set up. God, all I need is the chest plate, and I have the full Pathfinder armor gear set. Because even though you can't see it, I have the helmet attached. Is it this? Let's go. That guy on the Nexus wanted us to find his buddy. While we're over here. Just totally lost my train of thought there. Okay, that's weird. What was I saying? Okay, it's totally gone. Totally.
Pathfinder, this was the man the Initiative labeled a traitor. His friend seeks proof that he was taken against his will.
Relay the record to Director Tan. The least we can do is clear his name.
Huh. I thought that was a different quest. My bad. Fast travel over to the outpost. Be a little quicker. planet is always the weird. It always takes the longest to render things on this planet. That's not a lot. And this game doesn't have a fantastic draw distance either, so.
Made 6 new sounds getting out of bed this morning. Creaks and just things moving. You get that, Petra?
No, I don't get that. And I sure don't talk about it.
Again, it's just... This game visually just... There are times that it's not bad, and other times it's just complete, utter crap, guys. And it bugs me just because... It's like when I was playing, what game was it?
Anti-vehicular mines ahead. It's best to proceed on foot.
Outlaws. Maybe friends of Spender.
We got company!
Watch Dogs 2, I think, is what it was.
That's the Pathfinder! Spender must have blabbed. Let's get out of here!
Quick, get on the shuttle!
Hurry up! What the? No, wait! Don't leave us! The bastard left us!
Of course he did!
It's like Watch Dogs 2 was the... There was a lot of...
Here they come!
There was a lot of problem with, like, texture pop and everything. Like, the draw distance was so small.
What the hell do we do now?
You know, part of me really actually does want to pick up Watch Dogs 2 again, though, and just play through it again one more time. Really, I did dig the game. I just stand by it. I just don't think it was... I think it could have been better. By the way, this is Mass Effect, not that game. It's just... I don't want to say they're trying to do too much. It's just this game lacks... I think this game could have used a lot more polish from a visual perspective.
So Spender's been sneaking goods from the Nexus to these exiles. Why?
This Arome seems concerned about something hidden in Spender's apartment on the Nexus.
Arome, I've tangled with that crook before. What's he doing with Spender?
The datapad mentions a scrambler, which would explain the state of the file in the security archives. I highly recommend finding it.
So, find the scrambler, nail Spender. Check.
Well, back over to the Nexus, I guess. You know what, guys? I'll actually just save some travel time. We'll cut to when we get over there. Have some... keep, God, again, I just... words. You know, I think while we're here, we'll,
Pathfinder, this is Captain Dunn. There's a situation I could use your assistance with.
Maybe he thought he was being...
I'd rather not discuss it over open channels. Please come see me on the Hyperion.
we'll look into that a little later.
As soon as you can.
I thought while we're here, we'll, complete some other quests.
Safely home, thanks to you and your skills. I've learned a great deal.
It was fun to really test myself out there.
Spoken like a soldier. Your performance was exemplary, Ryder. I can see clearly why your N7 would be the best of the best. If you tire of being a Pathfinder, I'd be honored to call you a Brother Hescal.
Thanks, dude. Do that. I know Carrie wants to talk to us.
You're back safe, you... No, Kerry, professional.
First things first. Can sent a little gift for your positive message. I'd make the most of it. Today's a tough one. The exiles. Probably the most live-wire topic for our leaders. You've met the treacherous mutineers at Kadara Port. Some think the exiles are a menace to be eradicated.
The exiles have as many problems as the initiative. Not every outlaw wants us dead.
Wow, it's almost heresy to hear that the exiles are anything but filthy... well, exiles. I wish I could draw this out, but I have a meeting. Sorry. Tan asked for a chat. Probably wants to go over my footage with a red pen.
And there we go. Took care of that. Anything else? No. Yeah, why not? Let's go chat with them. And then we'll go do that, and we'll I'll think about going and talking to Dunn in the next video. I might want to keep this rolling, kind of keep up with some more important stuff, because I know PB wants to talk to us. Go do that. Maybe think about going after the Archon ship. I don't know. I haven't fully decided. There's tons of stuff we can do.
Interesting. Thanks, Pathfinder.
You again. Oh, I mean, hello. Welcome to my lab. Bar. Whatever.
Oh, Dutch. Look at you, getting all used to things.
Things are fine. It's people I don't like. They talk back.
They can't talk if they're busy drinking.
That's just brilliant. I can do that. Wait. You're messing with me, aren't you?
I would never.
Right. Here. Have a drink. Rotten scoundrel.
Hey now.
The drink. Not you.
Of course, couldn't render the cup in the hand. Wonderful. Alright, that's enough. That's enough dicking around. Let's go actually do this.
Sam, anyone nearby?
Negative, Pathfinder. The vicinity is clear of all personnel. There is a blank spot in your vicinity, Pathfinder.
What do you mean?
I cannot see part of the room, for lack of a better term.
Rebreather components, power cells, dried food.
Scanning the labels, many of these boxes were reported missing.
Meeting notes for Director Tan. Engineering has requested resources we don't have yet again. In particular, repairs to non-essential systems. I'm having doubts in Kesh's ability to prioritize tasks appropriately.
Kesh, I'm not sure what we can do here. We've got the system stabilized for now, but we're going to need to reroute power soon. We could lose some stasis pods if we don't.
Okay, I already read that one.
Wait, is that what I think it is?
That model ship was declared missing from inventory 6 months ago. Pathfinder, are you putting the box back?
Finders keepers.
And it is mine now.
The datapad is password locked. Shall I run a decryption?
Seems worth the risk. Do it.
Accessing audio logs.
Play the first one.
10 is starting to get along with Vetra's replacement a little too well. Better do something about it.
Play the second one.
Remind Addison that the Krogan all left. Keep her unhappy.
Play the third one.
Stay away from what's-his-face in charge of the first colony. If he thought I was messing with Addison, he could be serious trouble.
Thanks, Sam.
Perhaps you should look under or behind the furnishings, Pathfinder.
What do we have here?
Interference is preventing scanner function. You will need to rely on more basic means to search these quarters.
What's this?
I cannot scan what you're holding, Pathfinder. It's somehow blocking me, as a scrambler might.
Sounds like a job for a comms expert.
Okay. So we get to ride the tram. Yay. I like riding trams. I don't know why. It's just fun.
As sleepers wake from stasis, the initiative urgently requires blood, tissue, and DNA donations. See a medic if you think you may be eligible. This is HNS. Attention, civil disobedience has been reported in hydroponics. Security is investigating.
Pathfinder, what can I do for you?
Pathfinder business. Stay calm. And trust me when I say this is serious.
Calm and serious. Check.
I found this thing somewhere on station. I need to know what it does exactly.
Sure, I could... Wait. This is a scrambler unit. These things are illegal. Where did you get this?
Keeping it quiet for now. You'll find out when the time is right.
Or when I hack this scrambler for you, eh?
Can you prove who's been using it? Solid proof.
You bet. You could hack through every security wall we have of this thing. There's a reason they're illegal. Sorry. Calm and serious. Deep breaths.
Let me know when you're done.
Yes, sir.
And now we gotta go on Tempest. Of course we do.
You have new email.
Yeah, I keep saying this. I still like the way they did the companion conversation and loyalty and everything in the previous game. Or not in the previous game, in Inquisition. And again, I keep making this comparison because they're very... I stand by it. These are very similar games. Especially with words. Look at how conversations play out. It's more kind of an emotional response as opposed to Paragon Renegade like the previous Mass Effect games, which I think the system worked really well in Inquisition, but I think it worked well because you kind of picked your the emotional response, which in turn it played well.
Have you seen Lexi?
She's not in the med bay?
No, and she's not answering her comm.
I'll find her.
We'll do that some other time. Depending on your answer, it would raise and lower affinity with other characters. Now, I mean, that's a very typical thing in BioWare that, you know, doing certain things will gain you certain respect with certain other characters, which has really not been used in Mass Effect. It's been used more in Dragon Age, and it was a thing in KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic, which your affinity with certain characters raised and lowered depending on, you know, if they were light side, dark side, what have you. Which I really like that system just because it kind of makes it your responses to things really actually matter. With this one, it's all just tone. You know, it's, oh, I want to be a smartass, but it won't piss this character off if I'm a smartass. You know, I kind of have to think, well, do I want to, you know, how do I want to answer certain questions? Let's see here.
Hi there. You must be the one eating all our cereal.
Oh, it's so cute.
No poison glands or claws, nothing on scans. You're probably only a risk to leftovers. You're the most adorable critter I've met in Andromeda so far. I should find you somewhere safer than our cargo bay. How about a nice warm cage in my quarters and all the cereal you can eat? Guess everybody around here needs a home.
Yeah. That's so cute. Oh, and our little pod jack, buddy. Don't want to forget you.
Better not go running off on Kadara. Might end up in another cage. Or someone's stew.
He's a good boy, aren't you? Aren't you? You do know Podjacks pee anywhere, right?
But yeah, I stand by. I like the way that conversations and all that was done in Inquisition, with where it has more of a consequence. Here, this game, it's just whatever you really want to respond with.
I need your help with something.
Okay, out with it. You've clearly got something on your mind.
One of our botanists' heart called up in a panic. A colony transport has been stolen.
It's a transport. Can't you just replace it?
It's not the transport. It's what's on it. Our seed vault. One of a kind. Without that vault, things get complicated. Krogan children need the nutrients in those plants to survive. Even one clutch of babies hatch before we get the stuff synthesized. The effects would be permanent.
So what do you need from me?
I'm gonna find those thieves and get the vault back. Be nice to have you along.
Of course I'm in. Whatever you need.
I knew I could count on you. Hark's waiting for us at the colony on Eladon. He's tracking down the transport beacon. He'll have the location ready for us on arrival.
Good. We'll find the transport track. Don't worry.
I'll hold you to that, Ryder. Hey. Thanks. I owe you one.
Don't be silly. That's what friends are for.
Well, there we go. Now we have our reason for going to going to Eladon in the next video. I just want to say, guys, as always, thanks so much for watching. You know, I wouldn't, well, I mean, I'd still do this without you guys, but, you know, I'd look pretty, I'd look pretty silly doing this without an audience. So I just want to say thanks for watching, everybody. Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com, links to all that down in the description below. Remember to like, comment if you're not already. Please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more next time, everybody. But until then, I'm AJ Gales. This is the I'm Gaming Channel. I'm out.